Today's video is brought to us by Aventon. Aventon manufactures all of the components on their bikes versus competitors who assemble their bikes piece by piece from other people's products. Aventon's frames are built to be compatible with most standard bicycle accessories, making it super easy to customize your e-bike with all the bells and whistles without breaking your pocket. Aventon's roots lie in high-performance cycling with a reputation for disrupting the market by providing top-tier products at an attainable price. Aventon makes a wide variety of e-bikes and accessories. I have an Aventon Adventure and I absolutely love it. So do my kids. They try to take it every chance they get. And if you haven't seen my review for it, check it out on the channel. I really enjoy my Aventon bike and I know you will too. Thank you to Aventon for sponsoring this video. And if you're interested in getting your own Aventon bike or to learn more, there's a link in the description and in the pinned comment. Now on to today's video. All right, welcome back everybody. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you for your time. If you didn't get to see the marathon video, it was like 40 minutes that I did last night going through the entire bipartisan gun control bill. Here's a quick little synopsis. I'm going to tell you what's in it. I'm going to tell you some factors of it, some things that you might want to be aware of. But first, I want to remind you of the 14 Republicans who voted for this so far. Now, this bill is not passed yet. Yesterday was a procedural vote that allows this bill to proceed for debate. There won't be much debate if they can keep these amount of Republicans that help the bill pass. Now it passed 64-34, which means if we can get 5 of the people who signed on to back this to change their mind through the remainder of this week before the final vote, which is scheduled for Thursday, and if they have votes Friday, potentially Friday, but they want it done before Friday. So that's today and tomorrow. So as a reminder, here are the 14 Republicans who voted last night to allow this bill to continue, thus violating our rights, our God-given rights, our individual liberties. And I'm going to give you those NRA grades of these people. Remember the NRA, we stand for freedom. Check this out. The first one is Senator John Cornyn of Texas, who, oddly enough, he has an A+ rating from the NRA. Senate Leader Mitch McConnell of Kentucky, who also has an A+ rating from the NRA. Senator Tom Tillis of North Carolina, who has an A rating from the NRA. Senator Susan Collins of Maine, who has a B rating from the NRA. Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina, an A rating from the NRA. Senator Bill Cassidy of Louisiana, who has an A rating from the NRA. Senator Roy Blunt of Missouri, who has an A rating from the NRA. Senator Richard Burr of North Carolina, who has an A+ rating from the NRA. Senator Mitt Romney of Utah, and now he has an A rating from the NRA. He's taken in a ton of money from the NRA, and he was a former governor here in Massachusetts, and that cat is not pro-gun at all. The NRA needs to get their head out of their rear ends. Senator Rob Portman of Ohio, he has an A rating from the NRA. Senator Shelley Moore Capito of West Virginia, she has an A rating from the NRA. Senator Joni Ernst of Iowa, she has an A rating from the NRA. Senator Lisa Murkowski from Alaska, she has an A rating from the NRA. Senator Todd Young of Indiana, he has an A+ rating from the NRA. So guys and gals, and this is not a shot at anybody out there, if you are still someone who supports deeply the NRA and their letter grading for candidates, this should show you that it's horrible. If the person has an A rating from the NRA or an A+ rating, it's supposed to mean they're really pro-gun, right? These candidates can't miss. Well, all of them are highly rated, at least a B rating from the NRA, so that tells you something, doesn't it? All right, now what's in this bill? Over $750 million has been set aside to assist states with, among other things, red flag laws. The money is there to bribe states into getting a red flag law. 19 states have it currently. However, the way they worded it is interesting. I went through it in detail in last night's video. That'll be linked above. But the way they worded it, it kind of makes it impossible for a red flag law to be created and still be a red flag law. Now, I'm not supporting this bill in any way, just telling you that the way it was written, it doesn't allow it to be a red flag law. And for those who don't know what it is, I've done a couple videos about what a red flag law is, especially within the last 2 weeks I did one. I'll have that floating above too. Check that out. But if you want more detail, watch last night's video. I go over every single section of the bill. The next part is the boyfriend loophole. And this, again, is not needed. This is going to make more people federally prohibited for misdemeanor crimes, not felonies, not convicted of felonies. But the boyfriend loophole puts more people in a group of prohibited persons federally. And you can get your rights back 5 years after said conviction or after you're released from prison or jail or your supervised sentence, so long as you haven't committed any more crimes. Big Brother's always watching. The next part that we should be aware of and concerned about is the expansion of what a federally licensed firearms dealer is. They're going to require more people to register as FFLs, and it could be as easy as this. You have bought a gun, whatever, SIG 320, and you don't like the talk, the scuttlebutt that it might just decide to go bang on its own one day, so you sell it. The market's crazy. You might have bought it for $500. You can sell it for $700. That's capitalism, right? Same with you buy a house. Nobody wants to sell it for a loss. So because you made money in that transaction, unless you meet two criteria, selling off your entire collection because you're done, or trading in items to further your collection, if you're just selling the gun and you make a profit, then you're considered to be needing to be an FFL. And another thing, page 33, line 6, and I went back and forth with Mr. Guns and Gear about this one because we both, as soon as we read it, we knew what this was supposed to mean. If your job or your sole reason for working with guns and advertising guns is to make money, to make profit, like think of YouTubers, advertisers, stuff like that, then you have to then become an FFL in their minds. So that's dangerous. And this expansion of who needs to be an FFL also opens the door to the universal background checks. It's an easy way for them to do that for the next step. Trust me, that's not good. The next section is the expanded background checks on groups of individuals, or all individuals, ranging from ages 18, 19, and 20. 18, 19, and 20. That's the under 21 people who purchase a gun. It's expanded background checks. They're going to look into the juvenile records of these people, as well as mental health issues with these people, and to see if they're federally prohibited. And the shortest amount of time allotted is a 3-day wait. And if they find something within that 3 days, then they have 10 days. And these are business days, not just days. So you gotta realize weekends and holidays do not count. And if you are purchasing your gun after the close of business for state offices, that day doesn't count. So keep those in mind. So 3 to 10 day wait period. And that is looking for issues that are often sealed in states and will be proved to become difficult for these people to get in a 3-day, 10-day window at times. I also think this creates a second class of gun purchaser where they have to jump through hoops that others don't, and that's not cool, nor do I think it's legal. Now, they also create a new crime of gun trafficking and straw purchasing, both of which have already been illegal for a long time, both of which are already on the books, no need for these. And then there's a ton of money. I think the total amount when I went through it last night was like $20 billion, $20 billion. And then the rest is for mental health issues as well as school security issues, which, that needs to be done. And that's the concerns. So that is a nutshell of this bill all rolled up into one. I hope that you will please discuss this with people who may not know, and please forward this and like the video if you get anything out of it. Remember, there is still time before the final vote to put an immense amount of pressure on these 14 Republicans. And if you live in an area that has, pro-gun Democrats, there are some out there still. It's rare, but pressure them as well and make sure that they don't vote for this final vote. Tell them to vote absolutely not. I'll have a link in the description as well as the phone number for the Senate switchboard, and you can call them, you can email them, you should reach out on their Instagram, their Twitter, their Facebook. If you go to my Instagram, link is in the description, but it's guns_and_gadgets. The last post I put up as of the recording of this is a picture of the U.S. Constitution, and I've tagged every single one of them in the description. You can just click on it and send them a note and tell them, hell no. And guys and gals, let me know what you think about this down below. I've talked to a couple people in the last 12 hours since this thing's been out, 13 hours. Some people are totally hell no, like myself. Some people are, it's not that bad. It could have been worse. And some people are like, yes, this needed to be done. Where do you stand? Again, we're all entitled to our own opinion, but we're not entitled to our own facts. Shall not be infringed means shall not be infringed. Till we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. Thank you for your time. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.